We are the UK's largest manufacturer of batteries and inverters for the UK residential and commercial markets. So I'm often asked about battery storage and how that can help people solve and reduce their energy bills. So there's two ways really that batteries and inverters come into play. One, and where most people think about, is adding it to their solar system. So a solar system will produce energy when the sun's shining, typically obviously during the day, and so consumption is more important at night. So if you don't have a battery on your solar system, you're typically using 20 to 30% of the solar you produce during that day. If you add a battery onto your solar system, you're using 70 to 80% of that energy you produce. So what we always say with a battery is make the battery as large as you can and you can afford, because they are relatively expensive items. So energy storage is vital to make renewables work, and that's just in the local home, and you can magnify that across a wider sector too. But the other area where batteries really do come into play is just actually maximising the energy tariffs. So there are a number of tariffs that are offered by the energy companies out there. And if you charge overnight and buy cheap energy, and think of the old Economy 7 tariffs and there where many people do think about, but if you buy a battery, you buy your energy at night, and then you can utilise that energy during the day from the battery rather from the grid. So what a battery really does enable somebody to do is choose when and how they buy and use energy, be that the energy they produce themselves or the energy which they buy from the grid. So at a macro level, we have the app and the portal that's all developed here in the UK. We are unique in what we do here in doing that. So I've got a team of people who are there, and that's really important from data security and everything else. But if you really want to get down to a micro level of the energy you're using in the home, and you want to say, well, how much does my kettle use? How much does my washing machine use? And the larger appliances, we actually create something and manufacture something called a smart plug. This integrates into that app that I just talked about. And so you can look at the whole ecosystem of your home. You can and look with your car charger and your heating and everything that you can monitor and integrate with there. But the smart plug really takes that right down to the granular level. How much does the standby cost me for keeping my laptop on? Or how much does the standby for my TV or anything? But the really neat thing about this is also it gives you control from this app that I talk about. And if you want to know what your kids are doing upstairs and they're still, instead of being asleep and in bed, you can see what monitor usage they're on with their TVs and stuff. Have they still got the TV on? Have they still got the computer on? So you can use these smart plugs for a whole range of reasons, but it really does help you understand exactly to every penny what you're spending in the home. So people also ask about EV chargers and EV charging, because that's the other big energy use in the home. And then what sort of EV chargers should you buy and install in the home? And so again, it's what's important to you. So at GivEnergy, we manufacture an EV charger that fully integrates into the portfolio, into the portal, into the app, so you can really monitor your usage. You can divert your excess solar into your EV. And you can choose exactly when and how you charge your vehicle, be it from the grid and utilising the grid tariffs that are available for EVs, be it using excess solar, be it charging from your battery and your storage. Gives you ultimate flexibility, but that's buying into a whole ecosystem. But many people don't want that. They just want a standalone EV charger. They want something that just works, that when they plug their car in, it charges, or they can schedule it off a tariff. That again is where something like our EV charger works perfectly. So the other thing that GivEnergy is really pushing forward with is commercial systems. So we offer a range of commercial systems, from our small, medium systems all the way up to fully containerized solutions. So many businesses are finding a real challenge with their energy bills, not only from trying to be more environmentally friendly and reducing their CO2 emissions, but really trying to manage costs. And we're seeing with rising energy bills, these are affecting business just as much as they're affecting homes. So we manufacture and assemble here in our factory, just literally down the road. We assemble those systems here, utilising the core components from our other factories. We build the containerised solutions here, and we can install them into commercial applications such as hospitals. We install them into police department, ambulance departments. but also the range of things, wedding venues, leisure centres, a whole range, and even offices. And here we've got one on our own site that really is a template of what is just as possible, because more and more businesses are finding they don't have the energy available to them from the grid, and the grid connections are really difficult. So if you want to put a load of EV chargers in, as we've done here on our own facility, we didn't have the capacity from the grid. We have to utilise the solar, we utilise the grid overnight when nobody's here, we charge our industrial commercial battery on site, and then we can charge all the vehicles that are on site here. So we have a range, 20 odd electric vehicles. They can all be charged, which we wouldn't be able to do with the grid connection that we have to the site. So we either pay a significant sum to the grid, or we invest in our own energy storage systems, which can buy the energy overnight, just like in a residential capacity, and then we can use that for our commercial offering. So it's more cost effective, it's better for the grid, it's lower impact on civil engineering works to upgrade the infrastructure. It just works on every level.